That's a hit. And just before you roll damage, I'm going to use a reaction. No, I'm not going to with the. I can't with the kobold. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, sure I can. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and use a reaction. My bad. Sorry about that. And he's going to, as he's wielding his dagger, he's going to take his shield, and he's going to riposte an attack at you. And he kind of steps back, and let's see. Alright, so I'm going to need to do an attack roll. So stand by. Here we go. And basically what he's doing, he's shooting one of the spikes off of his shield. And it's actually a hit. Oh, this is not going to be good, Omi. I'm sorry, buddy. Ooh, you're going to take a total of 10, so you're heavily damaged. You're taking a...
Ouch.
And you just feel absolutely horrible right now as this burning sensation starts to flow through your bloodstream. And you're taking 6 piercing damage from the spike, and you're taking 4 poison damage from the actual bile that's on the end of the dart as it's kind of stuck into your neck / shoulder region. Alright, so...
Did I hit him, though?
You did hit him, though, with a 24. Yeah, no, you missed him. I would love to be able to say 24, that's a miss. I'd love to say that, but it's not. You guys would say, oh my god, the Tome of Beasts is just ridiculously overpowered. These aren't your typical kobolds, as you can tell already. Very nice. So the kobold is dead. Very nice. Good job.
Well done, Omi.
Thank you, Kel. You can get that one. I know you can. As I use my bonus action to give Kel bardic inspiration.
As you're kind of swaying back and forth, being really woozy from the poison. Yeah. Oh god.
That's the extra D4, isn't it, or D6?
All right. Anything else for you, Omi?
Nope, I just gave Kel bardic inspiration, then I'll turn it over to Marcus.
Alright, Marcus. What say you?
I am going to just stay where I'm at and continue with the kobold in front of me.
Okay.
I am going to use a chill touch on him, though.
Whoa. And please explain to us what chill touch is.
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. The range is 120 feet, and I make a ranged attack spell against him to it's a touch of the grave or chill of the grave. On a hit, he's going to take some damage and can't regain hit points until the start of his next turn. Until the start of my next turn.
Alright. Very nice. Chill touch isn't used very often, but that's one of the, I guess it's one of the Eldritch Knight spells that you can take. Oh, very nice. Holy crap. And guess what that is? It is the first critical hit of the night!
So he won't be able to regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
And you crit him.
And with that, I will pass it on.
Alright. Kobold number 69. Wow.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. I'm so sorry. Alright, so this kobold here, he is now enveloped in this shroud of red, sort of like a pulsating fire shield that is around him. And now as he moves up, he's going to move up to about right here, just to where he can get a hold of Varus. He's going to have advantage with his 2 dagger attacks. The first attack versus Varus, will it officially become a game? It's a hit.
It might.
So you're heavily damaged, and you feel this burning sensation go through you, Varus, as these everything that these guys are doing. They have this very bright, almost glowing, like a bile that's on their blades, on the end of their spears that they're throwing at you, at the end of the darts that they're throwing, and you are just feeling horrible right now. And you take 11 damage, 6 from piercing and 5 from poison, and you're heavily wounded. Now this kobold's actually going to turn towards Kelash, and he's going to have advantage with pack tactics, and he misses.
Oh, thank God.
So you duck out of the way. Very, very good. Very nice. And that's going to be it. Now, he starts to, as you know, as this kobold is done, he's starting to reach into his bag that he has slung over his shoulder. So we're going to Varus now.
All right.
Varus, you're pretty heavily wounded, bud. These aren't Monster Manual kobolds, guys. And you're level 3.
These ain't your granddaddy's kobolds.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Quaffing a potion is what, a movement, or is it
Pulling the potion
action?
out is part of your movement, but yes, it is an action to quaff the potion. Correct. And you guys have inspiration still, except for Kel.
Yep.
All right. So how does the inspiration work again? What do I get with that?
According to the player's handbook, you let the dungeon master know that you want to be inspired on your next attack, saving throw, or skill check. But I've been known in the past to allow players to do all kinds of crazy stuff. If they miss an attack, I let them re-roll all kinds of stuff, as long as they can woo me on how they would become inspired to get that extra attack or something like that. But if you want to use your inspiration, you'll get advantage on your attack roll. So what say you, Varus? What are you doing?
All right. Let's see. I want to use Fury of Blows.
Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration with it.
All right. So your first attack will have inspiration, your first main hand attack. All right, Varus, so let's get your offhand attacks out of the way. All right, your first unarmed attack is a miss, and then you can go ahead and do your second, and that will also your key point, so make sure you spend your key point. All right.
Man.
Did you click on him? Because it doesn't say hit or miss.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're...
I am clicked
Attacking
on
him.
him. Same guy.
Okay.
It doesn't show any targets under you.
Yeah. All right, so the attack is... Both of the attacks are a miss anyway, so I had the AC memorized. But yeah, both of your unarmed attack from Flurry of Blows are a miss. So
Yeah.
you whiff both times. So you got your offhand attack back up. All right, so
All right.
the boats of kobolds are getting closer to you. All right.
I'm done.
All right, we're going to move to the start of round number 2. So let's go ahead and take a break. All right, so we're at the top of round 2. And like I said, that other boat has started to get a little bit closer to the shore. So at the beginning of next round, the next boat will be up on shore. Okay, so the large orc that is heavily armored. He is going to waylay on Kelash. He sees
Funny.
Kelash is injured. Oh yeah, he sees Kelash is injured, and he's going for it. So he's
Any
going to
attack
have.
on Kel, I will again protection.
Okay, so I will go ahead and negate the first advantage attack, and I had prepared so in the first place. I figured you would do that. So a normal attack versus Kel is a miss. His second attack will have advantage, however, because of pack tactics. And the second attack is barely a hit. So you are going to take a little bit more damage, Kel. Ooh,
Oh
which
my
you actually go down. Down goes Frazier. So you take a total
a little bit.
Yeah, you take
yeah, that's a
16.
little bit more damage.
And there's two
a little
ones
bit.
rolled in there. So you're going to take 8 damage from the piercing, 8 damage from the poison, as the poison just sends this burning sensation all throughout your body. And your eyes, you can feel your eyes rolling into the back of your head, and everything just goes dark. You are unconscious, my friend. So you're unconscious, and you're prone, and I've put those conditions on your token. And the kobold is now going to turn his attention towards Markesh. So now, Shen, you're up.
I will commune with Tempest and cast Bless
All right.
on Markesh,
All right.
on Varus. And I was going to do Kel, but he's taking a dirt nap currently. So I'm going to put it on myself.
Okay.
Oh, everyone loves a good bless.
And then, based on my communion with Tempest, I would really like to use my inspiration and bash Cobalt to throw a rock at me.
You may do so. That would be the kobold up towards the north.
Yeah, I would like to cast. Can I cast Sacred Flame at him, or do I need to move up there and hit him?
Yeah, you can't do Sacred Flame advantage, but you can, if you want to use your inspiration. Yes, you can use your inspiration, walk up and hit him. Yep.
Right. Yep. That's what I will do. So,
All right, there you go.
and then I do that with advantage or just smacking.
Yep. Hit the ADV button, lower left-hand corner, and then roll your attack. Make sure you have them targeted or drop the attack on the token. Very nice.
Nice.
That's a devastating hit of a 25.
And damage.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you take 10 damage. So as you hit him, blood splatters everywhere. Splatters on the bushes to your left, kind of splatters on you a little bit, and this thing goes down. He is incapacitated. Good shot.
Do not throw rocks at the war cleric.
You could take any other movement that you'd like, or turn to do whatever you want. Just let me know what you want to do.
I want to face the heavily armored Cobalt. I don't want my back to him.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the kobold that is on the shore, and he has got his crossbow. Now what I'm going to do is fire the crossbow at the closest target, which is Varus. And let's see. I will shoot him. As he looses the bolt, and he misses. A bolt sticks in the ground by your feet. Man, you have 9 lives tonight, Varus. Kelash, your first death saving throw is a success, by the way. Good job. On to Omi.
I'm going to move up to here. And I want to force feed a healing potion down Kalash's mouth.
Sure. He starts to choke on it a little bit, spitting it out. Kelash, you can go ahead and roll the heal, Omi.
Oh, I already had a
Okay.
macro for it.
Very nice. You start
Then
to
I'll
come
say-
to. You start to feel the rain hit your face again as you regain consciousness. And you see Omi just kind of licking his lips, hovering over you.
Get this one and I'll play some spoons for you later. Marcus, Kel needs help. Get this one. I know you can do it. Come on. As I give Marcus Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I'll take the inspiration, but if I hear those spoons in the middle of battle, that'd be the less.
And with that, I'll pass it to Marcus.
All right.
All right, so seeing Kel go down by this seemingly monstrous kobold.
He is
I'm gonna
much
be
larger
using-
than the others for sure.
Yeah, I'll be using an inspiration on this hit or this attack with the warhammer.
Oh, I know, kind buds.
Are you shitting me?
Wow. Inspiration and bless. Wow.
Yeah.
12 is a miss.
Bardic
Some
Inspiration.
pretty awesome shitty rolls here. Okay, so we're gonna go axe and shirt so I can actually do something this round, maybe.
Okay.
And,
Slashing out.
Try it again.
There you go. You hit this
I
time.
finally did something. There we go.
All right, so you hit him for 22. 12 damage, sorry about that. And he takes it and he just snarls and he says, "You're next!"
Yeah, just a big old come at me, you son of a bitch. And with that, I'll pass it.
All right, so the other kobold, remember I mentioned that he was reaching into his pack?
Yeah.
Well, he pulls out this flask, and it's probably about the size of a pickle jar, and it looks like it has this volatile substance in it. And what he does is he actually runs away. He's going to take a couple of attacks of opportunity. Well, he's gonna take one from Kel. It'll be at disadvantage because you're prone, and then he'll also take
That's
one
fine.
from Varys. So he's gonna run away.
Which one's this one? It's 69, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I need the disadvantage.
Yep. Disadvantage is a
Alright.
miss, and Varys, you can go ahead and do your attack of opportunity. Just a standard attack. Alright, so you'll hit, and you can go ahead and roll your damage. And he snarls as he takes 8 damage from your piercing from your sword, and he runs back, and he has this this jar, and he puts it right on the ground. And he says, "I'm sorry, Chief! I'm sorry, Chiefy!" And he throws this flask, and it explodes on the ground. And it is it's going to affect everybody. Let's see.
So if it's going to affect me, I'll invoke shield.
Okay. It will affect everyone except for Omi.
How
Omi
big
is
is it?
barely out of the blast radius. It's 15 feet. So he hits just go.
Is
He
it like
throws
a
it.
missile?
It is a jar. Nope. So everybody's gonna have to do saving throws. So I'm gonna do some saving throws for you guys.
Alright.
Oh, if it's not AC related, I can't do shield then.
So everybody's gonna have to do a dexterity saving throw from the explosive flask. Looks like Varys is successful. Shen has failed. Marcus has please don't roll again. It's already been rolled. All right.
Sorry about that. I clicked it and it rolled, and I thought I had to drag it.
No problem. I'll double the damage on you because it's going to recognize it as being successful now. All right, so Marcus, you're successful. Shen's failed. Kel's failed. Wow, lots of failures. I like it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll just a tiny bit of damage. And guys, I apologize in advance for this roll. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you serious? All right, so Marcus, you take, wow, total of 20 points of damage. So yeah, the kobold's taking damage. Kelash, you go down again. you just come to, and then you just black out again. So let's give you, once again, we'll give you unconscious. And you're still prone. The kobold, let's see, he was successful, so he did take damage. Shen, you're down, and in fact, I need to double the damage. It might kill you. No, because you have more than 14 hit points, I think. So, do you have more than 14 hit points, Max?
Max is 24, I think.
You're safe. You're unconscious, so you will also be unconscious and prone. Now, let's see. Shen's unconscious. Kel's unconscious. Looks like everybody else is fine. So you two are down. So all of a sudden this green explosion happens, and as the smoke and the green flame clears, both Kelash and Shen are on the ground. Well, Kelash was on the ground to begin with, but alright, so now after this I will go ahead and pull out a dart, and I will throw a dart at Varus. Yeah, these are pretty vicious. Oh, 20. No, you take a total of 20. Oh yeah, 20 is a hit. 21. You're going to take some more damage. Oh my God, you go down now, Varus. Now it's officially a game, because Varus has gone down. So now we have 3 party members down. Oh my gosh. You guys are hating me. Tome of Beast, man. I'm telling you, these things are crazy. Alright, so that's it for the kobold. Varus, your first death success.
Conscious.
Saving throws
no,
a
it's not
success.
natural
Yeah.
20.
Yep.
It's the blessed.
Almost. End of round 2. Up to round 3. The boat isn't quite to shore yet. So we've got the...
Thank God.
Yeah, the boss is going to attack... Oh, wow. Marcus, you're in pretty good shape. So this guy is going to attack you. It will not be with advantage, but he will attack you twice. First attack, Marcus, is a miss. And the second attack, Marcus, is a hit with a 20.
I'm going to put shield as a reaction.
Okay.
So that will put my AC to 24.
Okay. Then you should be safe. Alright, so we have 3 party members down. Second attack. No, that was the second attack. My bad.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in the attacking mood tonight, guys. Shen, your first death saving throw is successful. Alright. Kobold. Uh-oh. He knew that Omi was somewhere. He knew that he was somewhere. So he's going to try to get into a better position. He's going to move 30 feet. 10, 20, 30. He's going to take an extra movement. Move here. Won't be able to attack because of the dash action. Kelash, your first death saving throw is a success. Good job, guys. Omi, you're up. Total carnage all around you. The storm is hailing. The rain is going sideways. You hear screams of terror. You know, the bonfire is still burning up on the hill. What are you doing?
I move up to here, and for my action, I'm gonna force feed Kalash another healing potion.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's got 100 of them. That's what you spend your money on Adventures League, healing potions.
And then as a bonus action, I want to cast Healing Word on Shin.
Wow, getting 2 people up at once, huh?
Oh, we needed that.
Awesome.
Good job.
Good job.
And then for the rest of my movement, I see that, oops, that's 20. I see that kobold eyeing me, so I'd kind of back off a bit.
Oh, he's definitely eyeing you as he's lowering his crossbow right at you. And he licked his thumb, and he put it up into the air to see which way the wind is going. And then he pulls the trigger on you.
And then I turn it over to Markish, and Markish and Kel still have Bardic Inspiration.
I would say, are you giving it to him, or do you lose it when you go down or unconscious or anything? I think that's one of the ways you lose it, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't really say anything, so it's a DM call.
We'll let it stay then. Just double check that and let me know.
Okay.
All right, so Markish, you're up, buddy. I'm easy on rules.
All
I just
right,
have the
so
players look it up and tell me
I'm
if
at-
it was correct or not.
Shit. Alright, so I'm gonna go, actually I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna have to just
He is
continue,
Jub, yep.
waylaying into this badass in front of us.
Let's see what you got, orc.
Jesus.
You can't hit anything. You're going down next with all your friends, and then we're gonna put you in a pot and eat you.
So stupid. All right, so it looks like, oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I love recharge rolls, but I'm not going to do that to you. My flask has a recharge of 5, 6, and it recharged on a 5, and I'm not going to do that to you this round. But what I'm going to do is let Varus go first, because I accidentally hit the next actor. So you can go ahead and go, Varus. What you actually did, you failed. Ooh, you failed your first death saving throw. So I'm going to put this back on the kobold, and I'm going to take my actions on the kobold. So let's see. What he's going to do is move over. He's going to get about right here, and he's going to take 2 darts, and he's going to throw them at Markish. First dart. In fact, I'm going to go back up here and do that. Because why wouldn't I want advantage on my attack rolls with Pack Tactics, right?
Yep.
So, wow, Dave's being relentless tonight. And it doesn't say Pack Tactics is on an attack roll. It does not say either melee or range, so I will have advantage on my 2 dart attacks. My bad, Markish. First attack is a hit.
I'll be burning my second shield. For an
Okay.
AC of 24.
Okay. That is good. It would be a good thing to probably do that. And next dart attack as he pulls another dart dripping with this green fluorescent goo. Throws it at you. Misses with a 19. Misses with a 19? What are you, an ancient red dragon or something? What's going on there?
Shield.
Varus?
Oh,
Wow.
natural 20. Well done, sir.
Very nice, Varus. You're up at 1 hit point now, Varus. Good job, sir. You are no longer unconscious. So let's. Oh, actually, no. That is. I'll let you have that, even though I went forward. So yeah, I'll let you have that. I'm not going to take that away from you, even though that shouldn't have happened. Let's go to the next kobold, which is the much larger kobold. He's probably at least, a 1.5 foot taller, maybe 2 foot taller than the other kobolds. and he has his short sword and his shield, and he just looks at Markish and he says,